basically saying that it would be really cool. Oh my God.
You were saying how they're asking, what are you doing?
Right. I was traveling to different homes and spaces and environments for like a month, and I found myself duplicating what we're doing at home together, like the way we relate or the way we nourish communication. And in a way it was like startling to some people, like, wait, what are you doing? What do you mean you're getting all these things that I need from you? I'm like, obviously that, like, it's part of the home. And it was like very easily shareable now that I have an actual physical experience of that this works, like living as village, as home in these ways. It was very easy to replicate wherever I was going, and it was fun to share the home codes or like village codes just by me being in it, by me living it, and sharing that with people, because now they know what it's like. Whoa, you're a guest, but it feels really nourishing to have you around. I'm like, well, I'm not really, I'm like part of the home while I'm here. And I felt like wherever I was going, it was like a village and community, even if I was a guest at a family home or, yeah. I hope we have parking in a bit.
This is so how it is. I definitely, when I travel, this is, yeah, similar feedback that I get, that like, yeah, it's like, it's a palpable thing, and it's something people learn instantly via a template, like instantly. And my best example of that is like these little girls that I love were taking turns on a trampoline. And the one that started with her turn, when the alarm went off, she immediately ran off the trampoline. And I watched it land in the other one. Like, oh, that's a way to follow a rule. Like, whoa, like she just like wants to give it to me because I'm her friend. Like she wants me to have my turn, right? And so I just watched it like reorganize this other little one's brain to see the template of it. And so that's what we have here, is like we have this way of relating, and people just come to visit our house and just see how our kitchen runs, how we run with the food, how we're like, people are in and out. People are like coming by with groceries, coming by with all kinds of things. And like we joke that it's offerings to the temple, but it's just like what a home commands. It's like when a happy family is in operation, the village is commanded around that happy home. Like it's a weight of a gravity to have these practices in action, which just supply nourishment. And anyone who's comfortable simply taking of freely given nourishment is magnetized to this home. And anyone who's not capable of taking freely given nourishment can starve in this environment too. That's the really important thing.
Yeah, that's true. Like if the operating systems that they're used to aren't being nourished, like the starvation or control, or that or
like waiting to be given it. Like waiting to be given it, like not being comfortable taking and receiving of the nourishment that's freely given, like waiting for someone to explicitly give it to you. Like there's something intrusive in community. There's something that commandeers your resources and gets their satisfaction that way through taking license to really just like commandeer your resources, to like really just like help themselves to your shit. And that is the thing that feels so intimate to me, is that someone's trusting me to love what is. Like someone's trusting me to love however many leftovers I find in the fridge, and not be like upset and like have this idea that there should have been blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, I'm joking. I'm like referencing a specific event here because Leo snuck into our house with his own Tupperware, and he took the hyperfixation meal that we've all been like obsessed with eating, and I've been making it like every week. I haven't made it yet this week. I should make it. But he literally snuck in our house and took leftovers and like made away with it. And then later he's like, did you notice that leftovers were missing? Like told on himself. But that's the kind of energy of what is a family. Like the family is the person in your fucking business, like up in your shit. Like your family is just like in your business regardless. Like, and like, oh, was that your shit? Sorry, my shit now, you know? And it's like, who is it the point of life to do that with? Like, and you just heard me on the phone with my brother, and I'm like, bro, like, you are the point of my resources. Like, this isn't like, you know, he has this thing where he's like, oh yeah, like, you're gonna think I only love you for this resource. And I'm like, I think the whole point of having this resource is because I get to love you with it, right? Like, what is the fucking point?
Yeah. And also, it's so trippy how these little things, like when I first came in here, like, oh, we all share everything. Like, there is no label on anything. At the beginning, it was very intimidating to me. I was like, well, how will I make sure that my body's eating what it needs? Like, I know my body needs greens. I know my body needs, like, how will I navigate making sure that my body's getting what it needs? And it's so trippy because I'm actually getting more of what I need, because there's a certain rhythm to what each of us like making. Or like when I would buy a snack, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna eat all the snacks when I lived alone. But now it's like, oh, I eat the perfect amount of snack. We're all sharing. Like, it's always there. Like, there's no, oh, the snack and I'm gonna eat. And it's, in a way, I'm getting more nourished, and there's more variety, and there's also like always overflowing abundance, and I'm always only doing what feels good. And not only that, like, I love, in terms of like duties, like, I love doing dishes, right? And this morning I was like,
this bitch has done every dish for like
but
a
I
month.
hate
like,
doing
literally,
other things.
Since you've been back, you've done every fucking dish. I'm the laziest dish bitch.
But I don't want to vacuum because the vacuum head is really, really small, and I just don't feel like it's
so
cleaning anything. And I don't want to deal with that right now. But I love doing dishes.
Yeah.
And so if I ever think of like whose dish, what did you say? Like, measuring is scarcity? What did you say?
Oh yeah, the record keeping.
Record keeping is scarcity. Like, if I had a thought of like, well, none of these dishes are mine. Like, I did dishes yesterday of everybody's, and now they're still not doing their dishes. If this keeps going on, they're never gonna do their dishes.
We never
and
are.
All I do is tune it to like, do I feel like doing the dishes? And it's usually a yeah. And so I realized this morning I get kinked out about being the dishwasher in the house until I don't, and then I won't. Like, I don't have to do it for a whole day, and they'll just rot, and I'll be like, oh, now I want to do these rotted dishes. Or like, you know, like,
I do them sometimes when they're rotted.
She does do them sometimes. We're just exaggerating. But there's a certain ecosystem that is not based on control, and not based on record keeping, and not based on like a individual's needs. Like, it's like, really, I've always believed this, that there's a natural ecosystem when we're in our honest, authentic, true self-sourcing, that it naturally starts like nourishing one another. And that's what I'm getting to experience, where it's like so fucking liberating that it's happening naturally. It's happening organically. There's not like, you didn't give me any fucking talk besides there are no labels on the food. Like, that's it. And I've just gotten to like be me and self-nourishing. Like, wait, there's no rules control mechanism, or wait, seriously? And it's kind of like waking up to that, like, oh, this is for real. It's not like an idea. It's an actual lived experience. And then getting to share that wherever I go is amazing. It feels like being like a probiotic traveling in a
and
kind
it's
of
like,
gut.
It is having these conversations too. Like, these aren't my dishes.
Yeah.
What do I want to do about it? It's having that internal conversation. You know, it's not ever like that thought falling away. That's not a thing. Like, that thought doesn't fall away. This isn't my job, right?
Right.
I don't want to do this. The benefit is that we get to have that conversation again and again, and we get to choose, opt in again and again. Like, I want to be the only one who does this. I'm the only one. Yeah, because it's my job. I'm necessary. Like, I have to. Like, that's what they're counting. They're relying on me for this, you know? And it's like, but there's also this sense of like, this natural unfolding, this ecosystem. Like, I love that you're calling it an ecosystem, because like the thing about tyranny and control is that it's really durable to rebellion.
Yeah.
You can have fight after fight after fight in tyranny and control, and it holds together that way. But in this delicate ecosystem, it doesn't. Rebellion does not hold up. Like,
No.
rebellion could destroy this delicate ecosystem. And so, like, part of why it's unfurling is because we have positive desire instead of rebellion. Like, we have real positive desire. Like, I want to do this instead of, here's what life is offering me. What do I have to take of this? Like, what do I have to deal with here? You know, it's like that disempowerment of rebellion that says, like, I'm facing exactly this. And it's usually something terrible or hard in the environment. Like, whatever my problem is, that's what I'm facing now. And it's like, no, dude, you are facing that and everything else in all of creation, right? Like, sure, that problem's there, but like fucking everything is there. Like, everything else is there. And so it's like, if everything is there, actually, maybe it would just be so easy to just solve that problem. Right. I'd love to. Yeah. Or like, you know, maybe everything is there and like, you know what? Now that I backed up, that really looks like somebody else's problem. Like, totally fine with leaving that to somebody else. And this is like the energetic way of like prevailing on the resources of the village. You know, it's like the edge that it is for me to know that I'm letting you do all the dishes. Like,
well, I don't do all the dishes. Most. But it's very cool.
I watch myself just. I'll do that later. No, I won't. She's gonna do it.
But not for sure. No, we don't know if I'm for sure gonna do them or not.
Well, yeah, and that's
sometimes I like letting them rot.
But that is the truth. Like, we will both let them rot. But also, if they're genuinely there for longer than I am comfortable with having them there, I will do them. I really will, and I'll love it. I will have a great time. Like, yeah. I love cleaning the kitchen, truly. It's good, and it's good for me, and that's like part of why I resist it.
And when I don't do it, it's usually when it would be good for you.
True.
That's what it feels like.
That's the other thing, yeah. Like, when you're like in demand, I feel called to nourish you.
I'm in demand?
Yeah, like you've been on these trainings for hours long, and I'm like, put up a little snack, right? And then there's like a little snack, right? But like, you do that for me when I'm like really in a workflow.
Yeah, and it's organic. It's like natural. Organic, it's not from caretaking. It's from like, I'm overflowing with nourishment now. Yes. And I get to overflow with the nourishment. And I always knew it was possible. Yeah. Like, to live that way.
Well,
as
here's
humans.
The thing. It's like the real thing is that it's so fucking hard to do everything for myself. And it's so easy to do whatever I'm doing for myself for like 5 people. It's as much work to do whatever I do for myself for 5 people as it is to do whatever. I mean, it's actually harder to do everything for myself. It's easier to do some things for myself, but while I'm doing them for myself, I do them for 4 other people.
It is. It's the exact same amount, because I've been living
This is
alone
the specialization
a lot,
thing of the village.
And I was hesitant to live with housemates again, but it is the same amount. It's the same amount of work. And
as long as we're not making it emotional labor.
Yeah.
And that's the thing we don't do. We don't do emotional labor in our home. Like, for ourselves. Only for ourselves. Like, we're not. Yeah.
Like, the shower curtain example, too, is like the shower curtain keeps getting moldy, and I'm like, if it would only open up, it would take less time to get moldy, and how am I gonna, my thought pattern was like, how am I gonna present this to the person, not Hannah, but like, that we need to open the shower curtain in order for it not to mold. And then I found myself going into this like control pattern, and then it just hit me where I'm like, whoa, this is not worth, like, how am I going to take care of my own needs? Is like, either be okay with buying another shower curtain when needed, or just closing the curtain every time I go in the bathroom. And honestly, when I do that, I feel really productive. It's like, you're doing shit, closing the shower curtain again for the person that doesn't do it. And it just was so liberating to be like, I get to do that. I get to be the one that's opening the shower curtain so it won't mold.
It's my job.
And if I don't feel like doing it, I won't do it. And if I need another shower curtain, we'll get another shower curtain.
You already have another shower curtain.
And we already have one.
Another one showed up because if you are in need long enough, your community will notice and provide.
Way better than trying to control a person and convince them of why it's important for what I see is needed. Yeah, and put it on them and then get angry at them. I get just enjoy the person. Yeah. And close their shower curtain for them every time I pee or poo.
And feel excited that you have a little job. And like, This is the other thing about being the only one or having a high standard. Like, I have a high standard for certain things, but like how easy it is. Okay, how easy it is though, after she's done all the bulk of the cleaning, for me to put the final polish on it that brings it to my standard in like 5 minutes. Like, if I want it.
You've been doing that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
If I want it to my standard, I don't go like, oh, someone else did it wrong. I go, oh, look how right someone else got it, so that I actually get to bring it to my standard in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Something else that's been
You've
happening
done this
a lot.
when I've cleaned too. Yeah.
Something really cool that's been happening. Yeah, then you do something and then I get inspired to be like, oh, I might as well wipe around the sink and clean out the... But like, I'm doing more things that I naturally feel joy doing. It's like a yes and environment that we haven't even set. We've never had a conversation. Like when you organized the living room and then I felt inspired. Like you just fucking started doing it, but then it like... Oh, the garden that Lloyd was doing inspires. What did I do? The balcony. It was like a whole like ripple effect where I was like inspired to clear the clutter at the entrance, and then someone else was inspired to do the little table. Like I don't even know who did it, but it was like a natural inspired flow. Like if you do what you want to do or you feel you need to be done in that moment, there's a natural ripple effect without control, without even speaking. It's just a natural ecosystem that I feel is really natural, easy, and possible, like as humans.
Yeah.
And it just gets so hard when we think it needs to be hard. So.
Yeah, it's like it happens if we don't prevent it by having a conversation about how it has to happen.
Yeah.
Right? It's like we're even preventing our experience of it, really. Like in that way, but also like this is the thing where it's so hard to accept how much rest I need, and when I can't accept how much rest I need, I can't accept someone else resting. Right? So if I can't have all the rest I need, why the fuck are you resting while I'm working? Because I have to be working. I have to work. Don't you have to work? Hello.
That's what
we're working.
That was what I was really hesitant about, because I know how much rest I need, like living alone, and I'm like, no other human is gonna get this. Like how much rest I need, and how, and it's been this interesting discovery over the past few months. I'm like, oh, Hannah gets it, and we just went into this like rest bubble that was just bubbling up over the weekend. Of like, we're still doing it, we're still doing nothing, and then
she's apologizing to me for doing nothing. I'm like, bitch, I was born for this. You're barely keeping up.
You did beat me at a certain... You paved the way when I got home yesterday, and I saw you sprawled on the couch. Like, I was like, oh, damn, I need to catch up with that. Like,
yeah.
But I feel so well nourished now, and my brain is operating better. And it's in a way like getting that way that life is meant to operate. Like everything is not everything. The magnetism starts glowing when we give ourselves what we need and we come from a nourished space. Yeah, let's check out those thighs. When we come from a nourished space, we're creating things that nourish. It's like from an overflow of inspiration. And that's exactly what's happening. And in a way, doing it together, or just not even doing it together, we're just fucking doing it. It's like a permission slip of like, yeah, we're gonna go there.
Well, here's
like,
what I'll say about doing it together.
What?
We're doing it with someone else who's also doing it, which is a relief for both of us, I think.
And it's deepening what I was doing on my own. It's like deepening beside Hannah. I'm like, oh, there's something to this. And like reflecting of what it's doing too, also like the thriving or like the things that happen organically, like naturally. Anyway, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's good to have a companion in it. And well, too, I mean, Lloyd's also like such a companion in this. Like he is fine with it being a mess. He's so down to do all the activities.
Yeah, all the things that I don't.
He's so down to say, I don't fucking want to do that. I mean, that's the other thing that we're willing to say. We're like, I don't want to do that. And like, we just won't do it. And
nobody will do it.
I don't
sometimes.
want to is a fine excuse. I mean, but really, like, I would rather live with that being an easy, like, there's no like, well, you have to do things you don't want to. As soon as you say you don't want to, you don't have to, because you don't fucking want to.
That's good enough reason.
It's a good enough reason. It's such a good reason.
That's a pretty good reason.
I don't want to. I want to hear it. If you don't want to, tell me.
Yeah.
I am just gonna celebrate. You don't fucking want to. You don't want
Isn't that
to.
crazy?
Don't do
That,
it.
like,
You don't
when you don't want
do
to, it's
it.
like the normal, usual conversation is like, you don't want to. Well, I'm doing loads of things I don't want to do.
Yeah. You should.
Because
do the
I
same mean thing.
look
that I
how
do to
horribly
myself.
happy I am. It's like,
Everybody wants this. Don't
Okay.
be ridiculous, Andrea.
Bella,
Everybody
do you have
wants
anything to share? No, she's getting nervous. She needs a walk.
this. Okay, walk time. Just
Okay.
Bella needs a walk, not us.
We
just
don't need a
Bella.
walk. We're doing it for her.
It's for Bella.